What's going on, everyone? Chris here with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal, and today we're headed to a repeat client. He originally found me through Facebook. He posted a picture of all the stuff in the apartment he had inherited from a family member who passed away. He lives down in Miami, which is about a 2-hour drive to me, and he was posting mainly about how to get rid of about 2,000 books that he had in his condo. And I commented in there, gave him some suggestions, and said, if you end up not being able to get rid of anything, I have a junk removal business. I'm local to Boynton. Give me a call. See if we can work something out. And we ended up doing a job for him about a month later after he got all of his things sorted out. And we took away basically all the bulk furniture and some of the small miscellaneous stuff that he didn't think he could originally sell, and still had the books there. He was waiting to see if he can get someone to get rid of all the books. About 5-6 weeks later, books are still there for the most part. He did have somebody come sort through some of them, but not all of them. It is a lot of books. So right now I'm going to go there. I'm going to help him box up as many books as possible that will fit in a van that he rented to bring to a donation place that he has an agreement with. After that, I'm taking care of everything else along with the bookcases. So I'm still going to anticipate probably about 500 to 1,000 books. Now, I do have a few places in mind where I can bring by small batches at a time to try to get rid of, because I'm a reader myself, so I feel really bad just tossing out a crap ton of books. But let me tell you, if you thought it was hard to donate clothes after COVID, it is hard to donate books anywhere, because there's already such an abundance of them that people won't take them in bulk. They're heavy, they're hard to sell, they don't get rented out as fast if they're not clean. A library can't really take them unless they're in new condition. So it's a lot harder to donate those books as you thought. And I even thought about posting on Facebook saying free book pickup, come pick out whatever you want. But I don't have the storage to keep a lot of books on hand. So I'm gonna try to bring as many as I can to these places, and then we'll have to get rid of the rest. Almost done with these damn bookcases. I have 2 trips left with the 4-wheeler. Everything, the other bookcases I can dolly, those are much smaller in size. When I tell you it was a pain in the ass getting that damn bookcase down the staircase, maybe regret coming here by myself. And it's so annoying because I knew height wise I was gonna have to do the whole backwards thing and using angles and stuff. And I really thought it should be okay. It's gonna be tight. I knew it'd be tight, but I've been in that elevator multiple times. So first job, 1.5 inches too wide. Threw off, and there just happened to be 10 bookcases. So obviously, like, that little thing isn't just like, oh, I just gotta bring one piece down. Like, no, I have 10 of these down. So the reason I didn't want to use the Sawzall right off the back is, one, it's messy, and this is a carpet floor. I'll strap the damn bookcase. The second thing, and the more important, is I'm in an apartment complex. It's a 55 plus apartment complex. No one is expecting to hear a Sawzall at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's another big reason why I didn't want to do it, just out of, courtesy to the people living here. So we were trying to be quick with it. We got it all done. Now we just got to run stuff down. I'm going to have to dump either early tomorrow morning or either after that move or Saturday. But either way, we're going to dump all this crap off at my house. Try to put it nice, and because I'm not going to be able to make it to the dump. And I need my trailer for that move tomorrow. So this has been fun. Got a couple of cool little books I'll show you when I get back in the car. All the bookcases are out. That's what I'm happy about. This is already freaking heavy. And just put a little bit more in there. I'm actually going to use this to put boxes from the bedroom in, just to make it a little easier, because I can just pop that on a hand truck from the backside and it'll contain everything, because I'm kind of out of speed packs. Same, that's what I'm going to do with these. So these are full, but instead of taking them all out, I'm just going to grab it from the backside with the hand truck. Same thing with that one. This has been annoying. But both those bookcases, all those bookcases are trash. This is trash. This side bookcase is trash. This side bookcase is trash. The two up the front are trash that are holding my stuff. And then here, all the furniture is going to stay, but we are taking all of the books. And then there's some books in the closet that are like kind of tied up, so I can just stack those on the hand truck. So that's kind of what we got going on. Pretty much done, but at the same time, still going to be here for another like 45 minutes. Alright, so that job is complete. It took quite a while. Granted, that was a little bit of like a two-part thing, because I was helping him box things up to load into his van so he can bring books to donation. Unfortunately, the first place he was like, yeah, bring the books, we love books. And he was like, all right, there's a lot. And they're like, that's fine. And he showed up, the first load we had 9 Home Depot large boxes packed. Each box, I would say, probably weighed between 100 and 150 pounds. And they were like, that's too much. And it was like, I told you so. Because everyone thinks like, oh, I got a lot of books. They think like one box. No, we had a lot. And the second place he went to turned him away. So that was not good, because the whole objective was he was going to try to get rid of like 2 vanfuls worth of stuff, which is going to make things a lot lighter for me and less volume. So we had to improvise a little bit and got things done. The bookcases honestly were probably the worst part of the whole job. It definitely threw me off a loop, because like they were tall and they were wide, and like the elevator isn't the biggest, but I knew like I could go on an angle and tilt it back and stand it up and it would like just be perfect. And I was 1.5 inches off. 1.5 inches on the width. It was just a little bit too wide. Pissed me off so much. Like, I brought down that one thing. I basically just walked it down because it was long enough that it made each flight, and then stand it up and do it. And it was such a pain in the ass. Like, that one bookcase probably took me like 10-15 minutes to bring down from the 4th floor. And then the second one I ended up just bringing back into the apartment. It cut all of them up in half, which I probably should have done in the first place. But I don't like cutting things up like in apartments where it's like you have people that aren't expecting to hear a Sawzall at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Plus, it was a carpeted floor. Like, he's planning on getting a vacuum to clean anyways, but still, it's, I don't want to leave there like with a mess. So it is what it is. We got everything done. He was super happy. He's a repeat client. He's a really cool guy. And I did grab a couple of books as I was kind of going through stuff that really stuck out to me. I have a bunch of Far Side, which is like a collection from the last time we did their job, and I found a couple of more while I was in there, so I went ahead and snatched them up. I thought this was kind of cool. It's a science fiction like art comic book from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and it has all like the most famous science fiction things listed. So that's pretty cool, and I know somebody who might actually want to buy that as well. And then a Batman First Edition. Now obviously it's like a copy of the comic book, but still pretty cool. might actually get this framed. It's in really good condition. I put it off to the side and I was like, if I can make this, like, look, that's pretty neat. And then this was like kind of another like kind of science fiction-y kind of book, but I think stuff like this is kind of neat. I don't go super into it, but you know, again, it's kind of science fiction related, so that was kind of neat. And then just some books that I think would be kind of interesting to read. So that is what we kept on that. Job ended up being about $800. That was for a full load, plus the labor of kind of doing all that stuff. I'm gonna try to dump tomorrow morning as early as possible so we can make it to that move on time. The move is basically going to be moving stuff from the house that we did the job from, bringing it to storage, and then we may be doing a junk removal afterwards. Apparently not a crazy amount of stuff, but still, you know, this is a guy who's going to probably be a repeat client in the future, so that's good as well. But I am starving because all we had today was a freaking protein bar or a protein shake and black coffee. I didn't even have water today. Probably going to pass out walking to Chipotle. But we're going to grab dinner, go home, put in all of our notes for the job into our Excel sheet, and we'll pick up on this tomorrow morning.